everyone, it's Bethany. Welcome to the final day of the 25 Days of Cricut Cheer. I just want to thank you guys for joining me on this crafting adventure. To be honest, 25 videos for Christmas was a lot of work. It was a lot of work filming and planning and editing, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. It has been a lot of fun to just get into the fun holiday season and craft for it, and I've really enjoyed it, so I hope that you feel the same way. So in this final video, we're going to be doing a really cute idea. It's one of my favorite crafts, I think, in this series, and I wanted to save it towards the end. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating these little reindeer feed jars. And the idea is that you're going to fill the jar with oatmeal or whatever you wish. Of course, you want to just be mindful that whatever you fill in this jar is what's going to be sprinkled on your front lawn. So you want to make sure that it's something that's safe and that can be placed on your lawn safely. So we are going to just be putting some oatmeal in mine, and then the idea is that what we're going to do is give these to the kids on Christmas Eve. They can go outside, sprinkle it on the lawn, or fingers crossed the snow that's on the lawn, and then it's magic reindeer feed that just helps the reindeer come with Santa and his sleigh, and it's just a really fun and magical tradition that's really, really sweet and just brings some magic to life to Christmas Eve. So we are going to be using some vinyl on these jars to just decorate them. Again, we'll be filling them towards the end. You guys will see the whole process from start to finish. And then I purchased these little jars. They're plastic. Of course, you can get glass if you'd like. I like the smaller of the options because I don't really want an entire large jar of whatever you place inside here sprinkled on the front lawn. So less is more in this, and then it's just quick, fun, and there's not a ton of mess. So I thought the smaller size was much better, but of course you can do any size that you would like. So this is just a smaller, I think I got this in a pack of 6. Again, you can get it in glass if you want. I have really small kids, so I wanted to do plastic. And what we're going to do is place some vinyl on the little jars as decor. I went through my scrap bin and found little tiny pieces of leftover vinyl. This is a great project for little scrap pieces, so make sure you're looking at your scraps. We have a white, and then we have a nice deep red. And then I have these little tiny reindeer that I got at Michael's, and they're so cute, so I thought what I would do is place them on the top of the little jars to be like a little handle. I thought that would be a cute little decorative finish. I also have some transfer tape, and because we're using smaller material, I have my standard grip Cricut Joy mat. We're going to be doing all of this on the Cricut Joy. Of course, you can do this on any cutting machine. It's so simple, so easy, and the only other thing I'm going to need is my weeding tool. So let's hop into Design Space. I'm going to show you the design that we are going to be using, and then we're going to bring these little jars to life.
Okay, so in Design Space, I'm going to be using 2 separate files, and I am just going to be editing them so that I can get the exact look that I personally am going for. I found both of these in the image section of Cricut Design Space, which is the 4th button down on the left. This first image is called Rudolph with Deer Head, if you would like to find that. The second one is called Premium Quality Reindeer Feed, if you would like to find that. So I'm going to edit both of these images so that they just fit the desired look that I'm going for. I'm going to bring it down here because what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the contour button. If you note right now, the contour button is not highlighted saying we cannot contour, and that is because we have the entire file selected. So what you need to do is you need to select what you actually want to contour. For me, I want to contour out Rudolph, so I just need to go over and click that layer, and then you'll see that the contour button is now able to be clicked upon. So go ahead and click that. And then what I can do is simply click on the area that I want to remove, and then you'll see as you are clicking that it's taking it all away. And it's not doing it in exact real time down here, but once you click out, it will all be gone. So I just wanted to remove the Rudolph. You can also use the slice tool to remove that as well. So now the next thing I'm going to do is, this is exactly how I want this to look. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the brown part and I'm going to come up here and I am going to make that white because I'm going to color that out of white vinyl. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead, bring this down here, and then I'm going to contour. What I want to keep is the words reindeer feed, but I want to remove everything else. So I'm taking out these little lines, and then I'm going to take out the words premium quality, and then I'm going to take out the little reindeer. So all that's left will be reindeer feed. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and click out and see how I did. Okay, perfect. That's what I wanted to be left over. I'm going to go ahead and make this the red color. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to size this down a little bit so that it fits right in the little antlers here, and I thought this would be really, really cute. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to size my entire design. So I'll need to measure my actual jar to see how much space I have to work with for applying vinyl. So it looks like I want to stay at a height of about 1 3/4, so I'm going to size that way down to about 1.75. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to select the whole thing, and I need to come over here and select duplicate because I'm making 2 jars. Okay, I'm all set to go. I have my joy selected. I can go ahead and say make it, and then it's going to place it on the separate mats for me. I'm going to tell it I want to work on a mat because I am using some smaller scrap materials. We'll go ahead and select done. And then what I'm going to do is just make sure that I have enough pieces here and enough room in between. That looks good. And then for this one, what I'm going to do is I am going to move those apart a little bit just so I have some room to cut. And that looks good. Go ahead and say continue. It's going to go ahead and locate my joy. I'm going to use the setting premium vinyl, and then I can go ahead and load my mat. It's calling for the white mat first because you'll see the 1 right on that mat, and then the 2 mat is going to be that nice red color.
While that's cutting, I'm just going to take a little rubbing alcohol, and I'm going to wash off the fronts of these little jars just to remove any dust or oils that may have gotten onto the jars, and this will just help make sure that the vinyl lays down really, really nice. So I'm just focusing on the area that the actual vinyl is going to be placed, and then, let's see, I think I want this side, and then they'll be all set to go. Okay, so the first piece is the white piece, which is just our little reindeer heads. They're so cute, such an easy little design to weed. And then our second, I'm going to grab my scraper tool and just scrape it down to make sure everything is in its place. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to turn it over, and then I just like to really press and make sure everything is in its place before weeding really small and intricate designs. So I'll just start at the corner just like normal, and then just slowly, whoops, one of the E's wanted to come up. So I can just grab that carefully and save it. Okay, so I have my little noses, and then I just have a couple little D's in each design that need to be weeded out in the middle. And for this, I just weeded really, really slowly and carefully because, as you can see, such a small design, but it did a good job. Okay, so now I am all set to go. What I can do is grab my transfer tape. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to look at my little jars here, and let me go ahead and, woo, okay, let's do this, and I think I might place the words reindeer feed down first. So what I'll do is I'm just going to cut off the little circles, and quite honestly, I probably will place those like stickers on my little design here. Okay, I'm going to grab a little towel because that helps me when working with circular objects to get everything just placed just so. Okay, so I have my little towel here, and what I can do is just set my little jar right there. That way it does not move, and it's all set to go. Okay, so I'll grab some transfer tape, and we won't be using very much for this entire project, so grab those little scrap pieces that you have, and let's see how much I'm going to need. Okay, so I'll grab just a little piece here, place it over my design, and then I'm going to use my scraper tool just to really press down, being careful. Again, those letters are so small and delicate, so we want to make sure we don't ruin them. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is slowly peel off that back piece, leaving my letters on the transfer tape. And you might have to nudge a couple along, and that's just fine. Comes off just like that. Okay, now I'm going to place this right near the top, just like that. Okay, then I'm going to go with my finger right in the middle, and I'm going to go out towards the edges, just with my finger, and then really quickly with the scraper tool just to reinforce it. Okay, now again, the whole process is going to be slow and patient because the letters are really small. Okay, again, based on the size of your jar though, you might have a bigger design, but mine is rather small. And just go slow, and that's perfect. Now this size is actually still perfect for my little reindeer head. So I'll go ahead and place that little piece of transfer tape and reuse it on my reindeer head here. Okay. Easy peasy. And then I will just center that the best that I can. Right there. Again, smoothing down with my fingers first. And then you want to be careful because there's some exposed vinyl here. So when you go in with your scraper, just be careful that you don't crush that because it will peel right up since it's brand new to being placed on that jar. So it needs a couple days to kind of cure and really stick really well. So I just always make sure I'm really careful in the meantime. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my transfer tape once more, peel off, and there's my little reindeer head. That's so cute. Okay, then I'm not going to waste transfer tape on these tiny little reindeer noses because it's so small, can very easily be done with my finger. Or tweezers, you could use your tweezers too. Place it right on the jar here. And it's done. How cute is that? So I'm going to go ahead and do the next one really quickly. Then I'm going to show you how I'm going to have them decorated. We'll add the little reindeer to the top. I think I'm going to put some ribbon on there because I can't resist doing ribbon. And then we will fill them and I'll show you the final product. Okay, so I went ahead and filled them, and I finished the vinyl on the second jar, and then I added some ribbon, and I did a little offset ribbon. I thought that was really, really cute. That way it didn't cover the little reindeer feed words, and I just thought it added a little something fun. So now all I need to do is I need to take these little miniature deer, and then I'm going to add some hot glue to the bottom of the feet, and I am just going to hot glue them to the top of the jar. Okay, so I have hot glue there, and then I'm just going to center it the best that I can. And then just hold that there. That is going to be so cute. It just adds a little something fun to the top, I think. So sweet. Okay, so I have that one done, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the second one. Okay, here's how they turned out. I think they're so cute. I love how it turned out, and I think they're going to be really fun. So we do the Elf on the Shelf tradition every year, and I think this is going to be a little gift from the elf on Christmas Eve, because then he flies back to the North Pole for the year, and we don't see him for a year. I think this would be a really cute little parting gift, plus it adds some excitement for Christmas Eve as we can sprinkle this on the lawn with the kids, and it'll just be really fun and magical. So I hope you love this. Please be sure to leave me a comment and let me know. This has been all over Pinterest too, so this isn't an original idea. I've seen this for years. I believe I even did this when I was a young girl, and I can't remember what was inside. I think oatmeal, but it had like a little mixture of something else in it, maybe marshmallows too. So anyway, it's really, really fun. It's a really fun tradition, and I thought the personalized jars would be really, really cute. So I hope you enjoyed this series. I hope you all have a wonderful Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And now I'm going to clean up my craft space. I am probably going to take a really long nap, and I will see you guys all after the new year. Have a wonderful holiday season, and I'll see you next time.